Data communications and network. So introduction: data communication using modem, computer networks, LAN, WAN, MAN, internet, intranet, client server network, peer to peer networks, value added networks, network topologies, hierarchical topologies, linear bus topology, star topology, ring topology, mesh topology, hybrid topology, network media, network protocols and software, applications of network. Chapter summary. So, the process of electronic transfer of information between two locations is known as data communication. The five basic elements of data communications are message. Message means text, pictures, audio, video, or any combination of these. Sender creates and transmits the information. It is the device that creates. Sender is the device that creates and transmits the information. Receiver, device that receives the information. Medium, physical wire or radio waves. Communication channel through which information travels, which is physical wire or radio waves. Protocol, it represents a set of rules that governs the communication process. A network is a system of interconnected computers. Data communication using modem. Analog transmission channel, which is most commonly used in data communication, is the telephone lines. Converting digital signals into analog signals is called modulation and done by modem. The converting the analog signals again into digital signal is called demodulation. Modulation and demodulation processes are performed by a device called modem. Digital to analog modulation and analog to digital demodulation done by modem. Modem speed and modem type. Modem speed refers to the time period that a modem takes to convert digital signals into analog signals or analog signals into digital signals. Modem speed is measured in bits per second (bps). Internal modem and this modem is refers of type internal modem and external modem. Internal modem is the modem that is present on the expansion board, which is contained in a computer. External modem, on the other hand, is a modem that is connected externally to the COM port of the computer through a cable. Normally, internal modems are considered better than external modems. We can either set up a direct connection or a dial-up connection using a modem. Computer network. Computer network based on geographical area, local area, LAN, Ethernet, IEEE 80L, wide area network, WAN, Wi-Fi 802 LLB, metropolitan area, MAN, international network, internet, metropolitan area, MAN 802.6, international network, internet, intranet. Based on how computer nodes are used. So client server networks, peer to peer networks, value added networks. Local area network, small areas such as building, home, etc., connecting two or more personal computers through some medium such as twisted pair, coaxial cable. The number of computers connected in LAN is limited. Data is transferred at an extremely faster rate. Coaxial cable, twisted pair, faster speed in LAN. Wide area network, continent or country, connecting two or more LANs through some medium such as leased telephone lines, microwaves, etc. In WAN, data transferred at slow rate. Metropolitan area IEEE 802.6. Man generally lies between the LAN and WAN, typically covering a distance of 5 to 50 km. Man is generally owned by private organizations, optical fibers, copper wires. Man is generally connected with the help of optical fibers, copper wire, etc. Television network within a city. Router is used to connect the LANs together. A network device known as router. Router is used to connect the LANs together. The internet. Network of networks across the globe. It is networks across the globe. Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol, TCP/IP. Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol, TCP/IP. Internet basically uses a set of protocols such as TCP/IP for transferring the data over the network. Email, okay. Online chat, one-to-one communication. Online chat is allows one-to-one communication. Online shopping. Usenet news group. Usenet internet based news group. It is a news group. Hacking, illegal accessing the personal information. It is hacking. Virus is software program itself get activated in our computer system and destroys the stored information is called virus. Virus usually corrupts the resources that are connected over the internet. Bulk email. It is most common problem of the internet where the unwanted bulk messages such as subscription mail. Okay. The intranet, wide area network. Intranet is a private network. Man भी तो private. Users outside the organization can also access the intranet, but they can do so only if they are authorized. The concept of intranet is certain protocols such as TCP/IP, HTTP. Intranet also include HTTP, while internet includes only TCP or IP, and intranet includes TCP/IP and also HTTP. Tunneling, which is a technique used for sending private messages. Tunneling is a technique used for sending private messages. Firewall, which is a layer that helps in ensuring the security of the information and resources. Ensure security of the information and resources. Client server network, CSN. Two-tier architecture. This architecture is two-tier architecture. First layer comprises of the user interface that is located on the client's desktop, and second layer is the database management layer which is located on the server machine. Greater security of data in client server network. There is greater security of data. Network traffic increases and network congestion occurs. In the client server data, network traffic increases and network congestion occurs. Peer-to-peer network. No separate division as client and servers. Peer-to-peer network architecture cannot work under heavy load. It can't work under heavy load. File sharing and chatting in real time. Used for file sharing and chatting in real time. VPN is relatively cheaper than CSN, as centralized server is not required. In peer-to-peer network, there is centralized server is not required, so it is cheaper than CSN. VPN is less secure because message flows freely between the computers. It is not secure, while CSN is secure. So for the security purpose, that is secure, but VPN is not, because here flow of messages freely. No specific space for storage of files. In peer-to-peer network, there is no specific space for the storage of files. Value added network. WAN. Value added network. Companies privately for electronic data interchange. Used by companies privately. Value added network is used by the companies privately for electronic data interchange EDI. Extensible markup languages. Conversion of data in value added service could be conversion of data in extensible markup language. WAN also provides auto error detection and correction and protocol conversion services for data. WAN also provides auto error detection and auto error correction protocol conversion services for data. Network topologies. Arrangement of computers. Topology generally determines the shape of the network. The shape of the network is topology. Topologies are as follows: hierarchical topology, bus topology, star topology, ring topology, mesh topology, hybrid topology. Hierarchical topology, it is a tree topology. Hierarchical topology is tree topology. Twisted pair coaxial cable or fiber optics connected with the help of twisted pair coaxial cable or fiber optics, which is connected with the child nodes in the second level of hierarchy with the point-to-point link. Child node. Parent node. Top layer level contains parent node, root node, and which is connected to the child nodes in the second level of hierarchy with the point-to-point link. The number of point-to-point links in the hierarchical type of topology is generally one less than the total number of nodes in the structure. Total number of nodes in the structure and less than 1. Point-to-point links in the hierarchical type of topology. Supported by most hardware software. Hierarchical topology is generally supported by most hardware software. And the hierarchical topology, when the root node fails, whole network crashes. When the root node fails, whole network crashes. Linear bus topology, twisted pair coaxial cable such as twisted pair and coaxial cable. The linear bus topology usually requires less cabling. Linear bus topology, less cabling. Failure of one computer does not affect the other computers in the network. In the linear bus topology, the failure of one computer does not affect the other computers in the network. Does not affect the other computers. In bus topology, yeah, it is visible directly. And in linear bus topology requires less cabling and is difficult to reconstruct in case of faults. In case of faults, if there is a fault, then difficult to reconstruct because we are not known at which computer the problem arises. Star topology. Star topology hub, a common device known as connect. All the nodes are connected to a common device known as hub, twisted pair, coaxial cable, or optical fiber. Nodes are connected with the twisted pair, coaxial cable, or optical fiber. This topology allows easy error detection and correction. Star topology, easy error detection or correction. The failure of one computer does not affect the other computers in the network. The following are the disadvantages of star topology. Hub failure leads to the overall network crash. If hub fails, star topology requires more amount of cable for connecting the nodes. More amount of cable it requires. Ring topology. ring with the help of twisted pair. The nodes are connected in the form of ring with the help of twisted pair. Data is transmitted in the clockwise direction. Incorporates a repeater. Each node incorporates a repeater. Each node incorporates a repeater. Addition of new nodes does not degrade the performance of the network. If a new node has been added, then there is no degradation in the performance of the network. Disadvantages: it is relatively expensive to construct the ring topology, and failure of one node in the ring topology affects the other nodes in the ring. Mesh topology. Mesh topology: each computer is connected to every other computer point to point mode in a point to point mode. If n computers are there, then we must have n into n minus 1 by 2 links. Advantages of mesh topology are: network congestion is minimum due to large number of links. Since large number of links are there, so network congestion is minimum. Hybrid topology: combination of multiple topologies. If two ring topologies are connected, then the resultant topology is not the hybrid topology. In other hand, if ring topology is connected to bus topology, then the resulting topology is called hybrid topology. It is more effective and efficient than the individual topologies. It is more effective as it uses multiple topologies. Network media. The most popular being cables, optical fiber, microwave, and satellite cables. Cables are telephone lines, twisted pair cables, coaxial cables. Coaxial cables have a single copper conductor with a shield around it. Coaxial cables have single copper conductor with a shield around it. Optical fiber, highly secured transmission medium. Highly secured optical fiber. These are used for long distance communication. Microwave. Microwaves are used to transmit analog signals. Microwave. Satellite used for receiving and transmitting analog signals globally. Network protocols and software. Network protocol separating separating a message into packets is called packet switching. Separating a message into packets is called packet switching. Routers and switches. Each packet contains address of computer from which message was sent and also of computer which will receive the message. In order to send the packet, routers and switches are connected over the network path. Routers and switches are connected over the network path. Tasks can be performed following. Using the network protocol, the following task can be performed. Identification of the type of physical connection used. Error detection and correction of improper message. Initiation and termination of the communication session. Message formatting. Some of the commonly used network protocols are Hypertext Transfer Protocol (HTTP), Hypertext Transfer Protocol, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol (SMTP), Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, File Transfer Protocol (FTP), Transmission Control Protocol or Internet Protocol (TCP or IP), Telecommunications Network (Telnet), Domain name system, DNS, network software. Application of network: data sharing, remote data access, resource sharing, personal communication. So data communication, transmission of data from source computer to destination computer. Modem converts the outgoing digital signal into analog signal or onward transmission and converts the incoming analog signal into digital signal. LAN, a group of interconnected computers covering a small area such as building. CSN, client computer and server computer, consists of two computer, client computer and server computer. So, which of the following uses light pulses for carrying information? Optical fiber. The process of converting digital signal into analog signal is known as modulation. Which one of the following is factor that must be considered when using modem for data communication? Modem size, modem speed, modem speed and modem size both. Which one of the following network is used for connecting the computers in a small geographical area? LAN. What is the full form of TCP? Transmission Control Protocol. Which one of the following internet services provides one-to-one communication? Online chat. A network that is restricted to use by a single organization is referred to as intranet. In which network architecture there are no client computers and server computer? Peer-to-peer network architecture, PPN architecture. In which type of network can network congestion occur? CSN. Network congestion occur in client server network. Which type network cannot work under heavy load? Peer-to-peer network, PPN. Which topology is arranged in the form of tree structure, hierarchical? Which of the one of the following topologies is not easy to reconstruct when a fault occurs? Bus topology. Which one of the following topologies allow easy error detection and correction? Star topology. Which device is used for connecting computers in a star topology? Hub. Which topology is a combination of multiple topologies? Hybrid topology. In which topology data is transferred in a circular pattern? Ring topology. Which of the following topologies is most complex but efficient? Hybrid topology. What is the technique used for routing the packets to destination according to their addresses? Packet switching. Which one of the following is not a network protocol? NMP, FTP, transmission file transfer protocol, STP, hypertext transfer transfer protocol, SMTP. Wait, it was here. Hypertext transfer protocol and simple mail transfer, SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol. FTP, file transfer protocol and transmission control protocol. TCP. Only TCP T means transmission. Otherwise other T are transfer. Telecommunication network, Telenet. Domain name system, DNS. So NMP is not a network protocol. SMTP, HTTP, FTP, file transfer protocol, hypertext transfer protocol, and SMTP, simple mail transfer protocol. A set of rules that are used for communication between two networks is referred as network protocol.